started studying what they call the law of attraction. Now, that was really scary to me coming from a ministry background, but I'm also very science. And so people talked about this in the past. It freaked me out, to be honest. But the more I looked at the science and studied the quantum and the neuroscience and the quantum field, I was like, oh my gosh, this is not just some thing for wacky people who are hippies. Like, this is just everyone on the world who has a heartbeat. And let me explain. So your heart is the most electric generator of your entire body. That organ creates more than anything. Your brain and your thoughts actually create too. They have measured electric and electric powers or electric fields with thoughts up to 55 stronger than 55 kilowatt broadcasting station sending a message around the world is your thoughts. Okay, your heart is 100 times more than that. So yeah, we are creating, we are sending out messages, we're sending out code based on what we're thinking and what we're feeling, and definitely by what we're talking about, because there's frequency here, there's frequency here, and there's frequency here. So as these are in alignment, that is even more powerful, because there's a cross-pollination, there is an amplification, I should say, of all of these things bringing a frequency on a standing wave, which we're going to get to. So if your heart is, and it is, the most high-level generator of the frequency, what happens is as you are feeling things, and you're pumping something out from your heart based on what you're feeling, that goes up into your brain to tell your brain, this is what I'm feeling, and then the brain comes into agreement with the heart mostly, and those things come and generate together, and then those things go out into your biofield. Now everyone has a biofield, okay? They have measured anywhere from 15 inches up to 5 feet up to 8 feet out. And that's just what we can measure. That's not even counting, only because we have restricted measuring abilities do we know that it's that far. I can tell you that I have studied people who have literally dropped in on an airplane with the intention of bringing healing to a healing meeting, and people were, quote, slain in the spirit and or healed and or having dreams and visions up to 2 miles away, and because that person's biofield was so strong. When I think of biofield too, I always think of Peter in the Bible. Remember, he walked around and he had his shadow around him, and people were touched and healed by his shadow. Think about Jesus, who was in the crowds, and when this lady touched his coat, in his biofield, he turned around, he felt it, he knew, he was like, wow, who just touched me? So we all have that, and the scriptures actually say that we get to do greater things than these. But what is in your biofield? What is in my biofield? What is the biofield all about? And